What's up, CFBS fam? So today we're gonna do the fourth model that supports the definition of fitness in CrossFit, which is work capacity across broad time modal domain. Remember, there are four fitness models that support this definition. The first one being the 10 general physical skills, the second one being the Hopper model, the third being the 3 metabolic pathways, which brings us to our fourth one, the sickness, wellness, fitness continuum. This is known as the balance of lifestyle. Now the key word here is lifestyle. So what goes into lifestyle is beyond just the gym, beyond your thrusters, your pull-ups, your burpees, your running. What goes in there is also your nutrition. What goes in there is also your sleep. What goes in there is also your recovery. This is overall your lifestyle. You can also include your stress, all right? Again, this all goes into your lifestyle. So let's talk about how this continuum works, all right? Now, this continuum right here keeps it very, very objective with us, meaning it is black and white. We know where we stand in this continuum once we get certain numbers. So what I mean by certain numbers is this. You can grab important health markers that you get at your doctor's, all right? Your triglyceride, your cholesterol, your blood pressure. You can take those numbers, right? You can do a little bit of research and you can see what do they consider as a sick individual, what do they consider as a well individual, and what do they consider as an above average or a super well individual. And you can take those numbers and you can plot it on this continuum. So let's take your body fat, for example, all right? For a body fat for a male, 10 to 20% is the range you want to be in, all right? 20% is what's known as normal or average. That will sit right here in this well. So let's say you get your body fat percentage, it says 19%. You're sitting right here in this well, the wellness area of the continuum. Now, what could be considered as a sick individual could be somebody 30% plus, right? So let's say you're at a 40% of your body fat percentage. You're gonna be sitting what's considered as a sick individual. Now, let's say you're at a 10% of your body fat percentage, you're considered as a fit individual. Now, again, you can take these numbers for any of your health markers, your triglycerides, your cholesterol, your blood pressure, all these other numbers you get from the doctors, and see where you sit in your continuum. You can also do this with your numbers in regards of exercise movements. Let's take your deadlift, for example. Let's say you're only able to deadlift half your body weight. We will consider that over here in a sick individual. Now, yes, you have the functionality to deadlift, which is great. But the fact that we're only able to do half our body weight says we might be suffering from some bone density, we might be suffering from some low bone density, we might be suffering from some low muscle mass, we may have some poor flexibility. Flexibility does not allow us to get into proper form or starting position. Let's say you're able to deadlift your actual body weight. You'll be sitting in the well individual. Let's say you're able to deadlift somewhere about 1.5 to 2 times your body weight. You're gonna be sitting in the fit side of the continuum. The great thing about this continuum is that it teaches us, or it shows us, that we can build a buffer against sickness. We can build a hedge against sickness. If you're living in the fit area, and this is where most of your numbers are, in order for you to become sick, you must first travel through well. You're not just gonna jump straight from fit to sick. You're not just gonna go from 10% body fat to 40% body fat in 1 month or 1 year. You have to go through well. as you see those numbers drop or go against the way you would like for those numbers to go, it brings light to you, and you say, oh man, I need to do something to stop this, or I need to do something to change this to get me back to the fit. So it builds that buffer. It builds that hedge, right? It gives you the most precious resource that we have as humans, time. You get time to be able to get back to fit because you have that time, all right? Now, again, you want to be able to get as most to the right side of this continuum as possible. Now, let's say that, earlier I said this is the balance of lifestyle, right? In order for you to get on the fit side is that you understand what a healthy lifestyle looks like, right? You're doing it majority of the days. That does not mean you're living a perfect day every single day, right? We have our drinks, we have our burgers, we have our fun from time to time, but majority of the time we're doing what we're supposed to do. Let's say you go to Vegas for the weekend. You go for a bachelor party. And you go to Vegas with your friends. And at the bachelor party, you're drinking the whole day at the pool, you're eating pizza, you're eating burgers, you're doing whatever you want to do. You're eating the way you want to eat, you're drinking the way you want to drink, and you're not even saying, oh man, I need to slow down, or I'm doing too much. You're just going for it. You're having a great time. Cool. Have at it. If you're living in a fit area and you go to Vegas and you do that, well, your numbers are gonna tick up a little bit. They just are. But the great thing about the fact that you know what a healthy lifestyle looks like is that when you come back from Vegas, you're gonna know exactly what to do to bring those numbers back to where you wanna see them. Now, on the flip side, if you're living on sick and you go to Vegas and you do the exact same thing, now what you're doing is you're getting closer to what's known as the danger zone, the red zone, where you're really possibly gonna start developing some chronic diseases, where you can find possibly yourself going to the emergency room for some form of something going on that does not feel right inside of you. So, again, this shows you, do you know your lifestyle? Do you know how to go about living a life that's gonna support you to be the best that you can possibly be throughout your full life? This continuum right here, y'all, is very enlightening. It's one thing that I feel that if we use this and we just see where we are every 4 months, every 3 months, it could bring a lot of light to you as an individual of where you stand. So again, it goes beyond just what you're doing inside of the gym. It takes into account your nutrition. It takes into account your sleep, your stress, your recovery. All these great things, y'all, it takes it into account, and it puts it into light of where do we truly stand? Where are we in life, right? Again, building that hedge, building that buffer. We saw back in 2020 what happened with COVID. Majority of individuals who got hit tremendously hard with COVID and unfortunately passed or took a while to recover were individuals who were living in the sick side. They already had some chronic diseases, or they were not living a healthy lifestyle at the time. They suffered the most. Individuals who were living in the fit side, their markers came up. Again, they had to cross through well before they got sick. So a lot of them were able to recover just fine and get back to being fit. So again, this is bringing life to action and really what happens on a day-to-day basis. This, y'all, is a sickness, wellness, fitness continuum. If you have any questions about it, please let me know.